Hello again, word lovers, or should I say Konichiwa, as today we're going to be looking at Japanese. I don't know if you speak any Japanese. Well, no, in fact I do. You do speak Japanese. Here are some of the words which have made their way from Japanese into English and probably most languages in the world. Are we ready? Typhoon, tsunami, karaoke, manga, anime, origami, bonsai, Haiku, Futon, Koi. Then we have food words. Sake, ramen, tempura, sushi, which, as everybody knows, means sour rice or rice in vinegar. Wasabi, teriyaki, Japanese hobbies such as origami, bonsai. Ways of committing suicide. Seppuku, Hara Kiri, Kamikaze. Kamikaze is the divine wind. In fact, two storms that by tradition saved Japan from the Mongol fleets that were attacking under Kublai Kahn. As our legend of the Armada has it, a terrible weather came just at the right time and saved the island. Seppuku, apparently the same as Hara Kiri, is the ritual suicide where you fall on your sword, you bind your stomach, seppuku means stomach, and cut through it. Let's go to some more pleasant words. There's the Geisha, who was originally any artist, not necessarily female. Types of theatre, the No theatre, the Kabuki theatre. And then we get some words which are of interest to etymologists. How about these words? Soni, puraibashi, sarariman. These are words which the Japanese have taken from English. Soni is an attempt to render the English word sunny, a nice optimistic name for a company. And puraibashi is the transliteration of privacy, as sarariman is of salaryman, a man with a job. And here we can see a feature of Japanese. When they take words from other languages, they obey the Japanese spelling rules, obviously. And one of the rules is you cannot have two consonants together. So, as you see, privacy would separate into purai, prai. Chris, the name Chris is kurisu. Oh, and another thing is it has to end with a vowel, except for the N, which is a very light N, as in Nippon. That's Japan in Japanese. There's another one that we all know. How about Fujiyama? If we know about Fuji is called Fujiyama, we can quite easily deduce that Yama is mountain. But how about Mitsubishi? I like to ask my students how many words they know in Japanese, if they're not Japanese. And Mitsubishi comes up a lot, Honda obviously, and everybody laughs saying, well, ha ha ha, yeah, but Mitsubishi actually does mean something. If you want to know what Mitsubishi means, look at the logo. From Mitsu, 3, Hishi, which becomes bishi under a changing rule, means a water chestnut, and also rhombus, as you can see in the logo. 3 diamonds. Now here's a part where I know ichi ni san shi go is 1 to 5 in Japanese, so mitsu, ishi, well, let's just say Japanese number system is a little more complicated than that. So now that we know we can take words from other languages, we can adapt them into the Japanese pronunciation. I wonder, can you tell me what miruku is? Because of course there's the LR mutation. Miruku, it turns out, is milk. One more clue before our little quiz. What would the dance foxtrot be in Japanese? And if you said fokusutoroto, full marks. Here's some more. I wonder if you can say what they mean. Maiku, microphone. Irasuto, illustration. Miiko, makeup. Daya, diamond. Then, to make a verb, you could put them into the Japanese verb form and making doraebo suru, to drive. Kisu suru, to kiss. Nokko suru, to knock. Taipo suru, to type. Here's a list of some others. Engine, you see, remains the same. Terebi, television. Aidoru, idol, pop star. Aisukurimu, one of my favourites, ice cream. Anketo is interesting. That comes from the French, enquête, a questionnaire, a survey. Reception desk is known as a furonto. This is obviously the front desk. Hankachi, handkerchief. Juusu, juice. Koku, cook, from the Dutch, not the English. And arobaito. Arobaito is a part-time job, and that comes from the German, so not just English. And we can't do our favourite trick here. We can take the word back to the Japanese, ask what the Japanese meant, and ask where it came from, but it's not Indo-European, although some clever etymologists have found a link to ancient Greek. It is Japonic, or from the Japanese Ryukyuan language family, and its origins are a bit of a mystery, it seems. Still, the interesting thing is it's cross-fertilized with modern languages. It's made its way into other languages via our knowledge of its culture. So if I asked you, do you speak Japanese? You probably say no. But if I say, can you tell me 30 words in Japanese and their meanings? You could probably say yes.